What's up, everybody? You already know who it is. It's DripGodDero, and I'm back at you guys with another bang. So it's the weekend, and I hope y'all weekend been going well. But since it's the weekend, y'all already know what time it is. It's time for another episode of Start, Bench, and Cut. Now, in today's episode, we have a bunch of scrubs. Yes, I said it. Scrubs. And those players are Stanley Johnson, Kevin Knox, and Josh Jackson. Now, these three players were high lottery picks, and they all had plenty of potential, but they just never really rise to that potential. So, in this video, we will be starting, benching, and cutting all three of them. Now, if y'all haven't never watched my Start, Bench, Cut episodes, then let me explain how I grade these players. So, I grade them in three different categories. First is the stats, because the stats pretty much tell you how efficient a player is in different categories. Second is the eye test, because it shows you how players make their money. How do players actually play? Is a person getting spoon-fed by the point guard, or are they actually working hard, dribbling, doing all this and all that to get their money? So that's what the eye test for. And number three is context. Now, context can be plenty of different things. It could be a player's attitude. It could be how many opportunities that player had. It could be plenty of different things. So with all that being said, let's get right into it. Stanley Johnson. In the 2021-2022 season, he played 48 games. He averaged 6.7 points, 3.2 rebounds, 1.7 assists. He shot 46.6% from the field goal. He shot 31.4% from the three. And his free throw percentage was 71.6. His effective field goal percentage was 53.2. His PER was 10.5, and his win shares was 1.8. Next up, let's talk about Josh Jackson. So Josh Jackson in the 2021-2022 season, he played 51 games. He averaged 6.4 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 1.1 assists. His field goal percentage was 40%. His three-point percentage was 25.4%. His free throw percentage was 71.4%. His effective field goal percentage was 45.5%. And his PER was 9.5, and his win shares was 0.0. Yes, 0.0. You heard me correctly. So next up, let's talk about Kevin Knox. In the 2021-2022 season, he played 30 games. He averaged 3.1 points, 1.5 rebounds, 0.3 assists. He shot 36.5 from the field goal, 27.8 from the three, 72.7 from the free throw, 45.3 for his effective field goal percentage. His PER was 10.9, and his win shares was 0.2%. Yes, 0.2%. So, after just reviewing these stats, I got them right here. And y'all tell me who y'all think won the stats category. Me personally, I feel like I would have it in the order of Stanley Johnson, number 1. Number 2, it's pretty tough between Kevin Knox and Josh Jackson, but I think I would go with Josh Jackson, number 2. And then Kevin Knox, number 3. But at the same time, Kevin Knox, he did only play 30 games, so we do gotta put that into account too. So it's pretty tough. I don't really know between Josh Jackson and Kevin Knox. They about equal, kinda. But next up, let's go to the eye test. All right, so y'all see what it is. We about to do the eye test, and y'all see how long this video is. It's only 4.34 minutes, and because of that, I'm not gonna watch the full video. I'm only gonna watch 2 minutes of the video. And I know y'all see that big red button. Come on now. I know y'all see this right here. Y'all need to subscribe to my boy Matty Dubs. Y'all see the name right there? Subscribe to him, and while y'all do that, subscribe to me, bro. I'm putting out good quality content. Subscribe, my guy. But anyways, let me go on and do that real quick. Boom. Y'all seen how easy it was. Just, all you gotta do is click a button. Literally. All you gotta do is click a button. I just did that for my boy Matty Dubs, and y'all do that for me and him. But Y'all see what it is. Let's see what my boy Stanley Johnson did for the 2021-2022 season. But just to note, most of these videos, they might not be only the 2021-2022 season. Y'all gotta understand, we dealing with scrubs, man. We dealing with scrubs. They don't got a lot of highlights. I'm gonna keep it real. They don't got a lot of highlights. So it might be for their whole career. Who knows, man? Who knows? I'm reacting to this for a first time just like you guys are. So, hey, let's get it. Let's get it.
Thing was real sharp last night. Taken away by Stanley.
Great
Long
defense.
lead ahead of the pack is Buchanan. And Stanley Johnson of 6 former Pac-12 players on the roster for Memphis. That one's knocked away. Volleyball, he gets it stripped by Desmond Bain. But Johnson comes from behind November the 27th. Since then, second best. So over the last month, THT bounce. Stanley Johnson has plenty of time.
Nice shot,
Leading
man.
the NBA in that department. Clark's underneath. Clark had it. It went off of his knee. They could actually tie the game. But they're going inside to Jackson. Kensingly shot himself out of an early season slump of that game. Johnson!
Good shot.
Take a quick shot here. And they try to.
On that note, y'all see what that say. Subscribe. Do the same for me. Me and Matty Dubs. Come on, bro. Stop playing. Stop playing. Let's continue.
Again from Stanley Johnson. And fills 8 points.
And paid attention to where the trailing LeBron James
Ooh.
from all
Big early in the first half, came back and took the lead in the third.
then got obliterated, like the way Stanley Johnson is competing defensively. On.
Absolutely. Monk. Stanley Johnson to drive. Feet inside. Anthony. Harden stolen by Johnson.
Can't say enough about the job that Stanley Johnson is doing.
Johnson does a good job.
Woo! God, hey, man, I'm sorry, man. I know a lot of people go crazy off offense, but shit, bro. He clamping, bro. Clamping. I like that shit, bro. I like it, man. God damn. I'm sorry, y'all, if I just blew y'all eardrums out, but shit, man, I like that. I like that defense, bro. I like that defense, man. Shit.
Switching these pick and rolls, but keeping Stanley Johnson on
I thought that
hard.
was going to be a loose ball. The Lakers would recover, but they didn't.
Nice move.
Underneath
Baseline and then use the rim as an ally, get the foul, the basket.
Lakers and LeBron find Stanley Johnson who got the stop.
Nice pass. Nice pass.
Nearly a travel, then one good play coming
That
back.
defense, though, man.
Perfect against the Rockets this year. They won the first two. Porter Jr.
Out of bounds.
Get him up is Johnson. The rookie, the number 2 pick, and he steps out of bounds.
All right, so we only got to watch 2 minutes of it because I don't want to watch, Matty Dub's full video. If you want to watch the full video, go subscribe to his channel and tune in. But just to get my thoughts on Stanley Johnson, man, the thing that I love, bro, is his defense. And let's keep it real. Since he's been in the NBA, he's been known for his defense. And that shit is just, bro, I love the defense. That's all I can really say. I love the defense. Now, I wouldn't say he's super athletic. That's something he's not. And to be honest, I feel like that's what kind of plays a detriment on his game besides him not being consistent from the three. It's just that he's not really athletic. And because he's not really just super athletic, he doesn't really have a quick first step or, or much explosiveness. So that's what I really feel like holds his game back in general, besides his inconsistent three-point shot. His stroke, it don't look that bad, to be honest, to me. But I just think, I don't know, man. Besides that, I just think it's just that he's not that explosive offensively, and I think he really needs to work on his dribbling too. Because if you aren't super explosive, you need to at least have some good dribbling moves, herky-jerky style moves that can, actually break down the defender if you're not going to be quick or have a super quick first step. But let's go on and move on to the next player. All right, so y'all see it. all these videos go be from my guy Matty Dubs, just so y'all know, because we gotta have some type of consistency with the videos. But let's take a look at it. I'm sure that most of these highlights not only go be from his 2021-2022 season, but let's just tune in. Let's just tune in, man. That's a nice pass, bro. That's a nice pass. I gotta stop it. Y'all see that pass? That's a nice ass pass, man. That's a nice pass. Oh, nice move. Oh, nice steal. Nice move. Nice move. Nice. Alright, we gotta pause it right there. Like I said, I ain't about to take Matty Dubs content and watch the full thing. But my thoughts on Josh Jackson. Now, for all the athleticism and the dribbling, the herky jerky stuff that Stanley Johnson lacks, Josh Jackson does have. But he's just not efficient with it, man. He has all the tools. I'm pretty sure he's taller than Stanley Johnson. Has a longer wingspan than Stanley Johnson. But it's just like he doesn't work on it. Excuse me, y'all. But it's like he doesn't work on it. Like, the highlights, they make him look like he has so much potential. And he does have potential. But at the same time, when you actually see him in the games, it's like he doesn't have that confidence to actually do the moves that he was doing. Most of these highlights was from his rookie year when he was on the Suns, and that was probably his best year. The year that, everybody thought, damn, this player might be something special. And it's like, from there, what happened? What happened? Because, like I said, he has all the tools. He's longer than Stanley Johnson, taller than Stanley Johnson, but still, for some reason, doesn't play as good of defense. Like, I just don't really know when it comes to Josh Jackson. But, bro, definitely, it was explosive, exciting when he actually has his head in the game. But, with all that being said, let's move on to our next player, Kevin Knox. All right, so this only like 3 minutes, so we only gonna be able to watch like a minute and a half of it. But let's get it, man. Let's get it. Kevin Knox. Let's fucking go.
But if you're going to double pump and go up cute, you're not getting that call. 7-2 guy. Scala into the game. Back doors open for Knox. And beat on control. 3 on the way for Knox. Searching for a 3. And beat is all over Knox. He steps back for three. Hardaway comes
That
out
was,
loose
bro.
ball. Looks and finds Knox. Knox pulls up. Short jumpers. Parker not known for his defense. Knox floaters up and good. That misses. Knox the rebound. Here he goes in the open floor, which he loves. Drives, layup, back shot's good from straight. 50.
Bro, what happened to this Kevin Knox, bro? Bro looked like he had hella potential. Like, dead ass, off the eye test. If I was to compare all three of these players just off the eye test, I would have said Kevin Knox has to be the best player. Just off the different ways he was scoring, bro had a fast first step, so he was blowing past people. That year was something else, especially, I don't know if y'all remember, but Summer League, Kevin Knox, bro, I thought it was written in paper that bro was going to be a star. He was something crazy in the Summer League. And it's just like he didn't build onto it. I know injuries, things like that, but damn, bruh. I test, bro. Kevin Knox looked like he had it all, bro. To me personally, he looked like a second coming of Paul George. Badass. Especially in that rookie year, in that summer league to be exact, bro. Bro looked like the second coming of Paul George. But I don't know. I don't know what happened, bro.
1%.
Game Lewis, the Knicks have never lived.
That's exciting.
Should have saved it because Knox, Timberwolves with 6 players in double figures here tonight.
Nice. Like, bro, y'all can't tell me that wasn't, Paul George S, the little herky jerk dribble crossover to the Mary. But like, bro, like, goddamn, bro, so much potential. What the fuck happened, man? What the fuck happened? I'm sorry if I keep pausing it, but when I just look at these old Kevin Knox highlights when he was on the Knicks, it's like, damn, bro, he had so much potential. So much potential. But let me play it for another 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna just give my final thoughts.
Moutier shuffles it ahead. Kevin Knox gets some contact and still in their third leading score. Knox throws up a three. Kevin Knox.
Look at the composure by the Knicks.
Knox up and under. Knox picks it up. Good play by Hazonia to force the turnover. Here's Knox to the basket. Layup.
Oh, nice. Through the traffic.
Knox off the dribble. Looking for some room. Blocked. Cornette gets it back. Knicks send it out. Knox gets a good look for three.
All right, so we pretty much just finished up Kevin Knox. And, man, who do I feel like won the eye test? Before I tell y'all my thoughts, y'all get down there in the comments and tell me who y'all think won. But if I was to do the eye test, man, it's between Kevin Knox and Stanley Johnson. Because Stanley Johnson, he had the most recent highlights. If y'all didn't know, he played for the Lakers last year, and now currently he is on the Utah Jazz. So he had the most recent highlights. So we do got to take that into account. And that defense, bro be clamping, like clamping, clamp. Bro be clamping. And Kevin Knox is just like that Knicks year, bro. He was, bro, I promise you I thought I was saying the second coming of Paul George, but it just didn't happen. For Josh Jackson, this is not no knock to him. Kevin Knox and Josh Jackson, they kind of have very similar game styles, but I just feel like Kevin Knox in his rookie year, he kind of showed a little bit more, especially when it comes to the dribble moves, but to be honest, they package pretty much the same. Athletic, Josh Jackson a little more athletic, but Kevin Knox, I feel like he could dribble slightly better. But in my order for the eye test, I have Stanley Johnson, Kevin Knox, and then Josh Jackson. But now it's time for the context aspect of the video. All right, so let's put some context into it. So by far, I feel like the best defensive player is Stanley Johnson, and I also feel like that's the reason why he actually has win shares. But at the same time, I could say that he may have had the most opportunity. Now, Stanley Johnson, he's the oldest of the bunch. He's actually 25 years old. Josh Jackson is 24 years old, and Kevin Knox is 22 years old. So, off of that, we can still say there's plenty of potential in Kevin Knox. He still hasn't hit his prime yet. Josh Jackson and Stanley Johnson especially, they're starting to get in that prime area, that 26, 27, 28 area where you hit your prime. So at this point, it's like we kind of know what to expect with those two. But yeah, man, I feel like out of all the bunch, I feel like Stanley Johnson, he may have had the most opportunity, especially last year because he probably was the most healthy. Let me look. All right, so he played 48. Stanley Johnson was definitely probably the most healthy. He played 48 games. Let's see how many Josh Jackson played. Yeah, Josh Jackson, he didn't play too many games that year, and he played a whole bunch of games. He just was on and off teams and didn't really get many minutes. So yeah, I feel like I feel like Stanley Johnson definitely had the most opportunities in general. So that does play a part. But at the same time, when it comes to other things such as mentality and things, from what I've heard, Kevin Knox, he tends to lack confidence, which is a thing that does happen with a lot of young players, especially when they deal with a lot of injuries, which Kevin Knox has started to deal with. And when it comes to Josh Jackson, bro, is getting in trouble with the laws and things like that. So that's something else that we do got to take into account. Will this dude even play, or will he be out in the club doing dumb shit? So that's something we do have to take into account when it comes to the context aspect. So, if I was a starter player, and before I tell y'all who I'm a star, bench, and cut, y'all tell me, get down below, tell me who you starting, who you benching, and who you cutting. But me personally, I'm gonna start Stanley Johnson. And the main reason I'm gonna start Stanley Johnson is because at least he has something that he can say he's a specialist in. Now, he is not a 3 and D player, but he's definitely a D player. No, pause. But yeah, he definitely plays defense. So at least we could say that he's a specialist when it comes to that. And he's been doing that for all of his career. When it comes to Kevin Knox and Josh Jackson, they don't really have that name for themselves, or they don't really have that position for themselves. They not really, good at anything. Let's keep it real. That's why we calling this the scrub, star, bench, and cut. But if I was to bench a player, I'd bench Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox is the youngest. He's only 22, so there's still some potential in him. He just needs to stay healthy and keep working on his game. And I would cut Josh Jackson. Josh Jackson, he's pretty much the same age as Stanley Johnson. He's 1 year younger than him. I feel like he's had plenty of opportunity, and he just hasn't taken advantage of it. Then he has a lot of outside of the NBA stuff going on, especially dealing with police and stuff like that. Bro head just not in the right place. So that's my star, bench, and cut. Y'all tell me who y'all go star, bench, and cut in the comments down below. Like the fucking video, comment on the fucking video, subscribe to the fucking channel, and I'm out. Peace.